the little symbol appears, then I will start. Because usually, yes. So now the recording is started.
Yeah.
Good. Hello, I'm Maria Larek. I'm project manager at the Access to Insurance Initiative, taking care of the Inclusive Insurance Innovation Lab. The Inclusive Insurance Innovation, oh no, I have to start again. You know why? We need to be next to each other.
Okay.
So let me put in the right view. Can you now see that we're next to each other?
No.
Okay, so it's only on my side, the view difference. I had the same with Shrikant from India, and he said,
Okay.
actually, only I can see now 2 tiles next to each other, which is better for the recording.
Perfect.
Okay, so sorry.
I agree in technical issues, so but it's okay.
I just don't want the technical issue to be the problem in the end.
Oh my God, these pandemic situations show us the necessity to learn more about it.
That's so true. That's so true. Okay, let's start again. Hello, I'm Maria Larek. I'm project manager of the Inclusive Insurance Innovation Lab at the Access to Insurance Initiative. The Inclusive Insurance Innovation Lab is a year-long program where country teams work together on developing solutions to advance inclusive insurance. The 4 countries that are currently in the lab are Argentina, India, and Morocco, as well as Rwanda. So the country teams are composed of approximately 8 institutions that work. Just one second. Can you hear our washing machine?
No, really? No.
I switch it off.
No, it's okay.
I'm so sorry.
No, don't worry. Okay, we are in a domestic situation. Yes, don't worry.
Okay, so I think our comms colleague will have a lot of fun looking at this video.
But it's so funny because it's a real situation. We are living in that way for so long time that we are so tired.
Oh, the washing machine.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'll start again, and thank you for your patience.
No, don't worry, please.
Good. Hello, I'm Maria Larek. I'm project manager at the Access to Insurance Initiative, and I work on the Inclusive Insurance Innovation Lab. The Inclusive Insurance Innovation Lab is a year-long program where teams from different countries come together to work on developing solutions to advance inclusive insurance in their country. In the current Inclusive Insurance Innovation Lab, we have 4 countries: Argentina, India, Morocco, and Rwanda. So these country teams are composed of approximately 8 institutions each, and they represent the insurance space in their country. With the help of experienced facilitators, RIOS partners, we use design thinking methodologies to analyze the current state of insurance in the country, define what is needed, and then the teams work on developing prototypes, innovative solutions to serve the underserved, excluded, and vulnerable populations. So now, currently, we're in the 2nd Inclusive Insurance Innovation Lab, and we're now approaching the end of the current phase. So the teams are now implementing their prototypes and working on mid and long-term implementation strategies. So this is a good time to reflect on the lab, and I'm happy to do this together with Natalia Lopez today. Hi, Natalia.
Hi, Mariela. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So Natalia is from the Argentinian Supervisory Authority, the Superintendencia de los Seguros de la Nación, right?
Yes, it's correct. Yes. Perfect.
And so I'm happy to have you here so we can, reflect on this past year together. So maybe to start off, how would you describe the lab to your colleagues who ask you what it is about?
Well, Thanks, Mariela. I think the lab is a learning journey. You know that as a part of a team, Argentina team is composed by some very important companies and a broker. They have the support of the superintendents and the Ministry of Economy. And I think that we are a very professional and collaborative team that is working on make change in the Argentina market, in the industry, through the inclusive insurance products. So I think the lab is a good way to learn how is the best option that we have, how is the best way to introduce this change that we need in our country.
So you mentioned collaboration and you mentioned change. So what is the change you want to achieve with the team, and how does the collaboration work?
Well, I think that the change that our main goal is to introduce the prototypes that we are developing. Actually, we have two. One is a product that we call freemium, and the other is a campaign Better with Insurance. That are two topics that are very important for our country. And I think that is the only way that we find that to do this is through collaborative work. Together, the organization, international organization, the support of the access to insurance and the risk partner through the lab, the national organization, superintendency, the Ministry of Economy, and of course the private sector through the team that we have today.
So who is... Okay, no, we will need to cut this.
That it's okay? That the response is
Perfect.
okay?
Perfect.
Okay.
Just myself.
Okay.
So you mentioned the two prototypes you're working on. Can you say a little bit more about it at this stage?
Yes, the team actually is working very, very hard in the first prototype, Better with Insurance, Mejor con Seguros in Spanish. That is a campaign through generate more awareness about the importance of the insurance products, especially the inclusive insurance. But the idea is to generate impact in all the society about these important products and the importance of the products of the insurance products.
Thank you, Natalia. So if you look back at the past year, what was the most exciting part of the journey, and what role did the whole pandemic play in everything?
Yes, wow. I think that the most exciting moment is all the journey about the lab, because it's new for us. When we started with the project and we present the project to Access, we think, wow, because it's a goal for us, because it's the first time that in Argentina we can do these things, work with an international partner between the private and public sector. So I think that this was the most important goal that we have with this project. And of course, the pandemic situation put us in a different way to work. We need to move to virtual sessions and use the mobile to connect with the team. We need to prepare many things through other tools like Mural, that was new for part of the team too. For me, it was new. So I think the result was excellent, because I think that all we can adapt for this new situation and continue working in the objectives of the project, that is develop the two prototypes.
So when you describe how it changed how we interact, so both you within the team, but also with us and internationally, so
yeah,
this is one thing. But did it also change the content of what the team decided to work on? So did the pandemic have an impact on the content of the work?
Well, I think that we need to reschedule our the ideas of the work. We always think that the personal contact is very important. So we need to think about how to maintain the compromise and maintain the motivation of the team during the process. You know, we have some many times in Argentina with a strong lockdown, so it was difficult to have face-to-face contact. We still continue working in our houses and homes. So I think that finally the team can continue doing in the way that we are working today.
So, but still, we hope to be able to meet you in person. I think last year we hoped that by this time we would still be meeting.
Yes, it's the idea to have a little meeting with all the team. You know, we didn't see them since a year and a half, so it's a long time that we have our first meeting to talk about the project and to invite them to be part of this.
So you mentioned the awareness raising campaign Better with Insurance. So what do you think, at what point in time you'll be able, to show it to the world?
Well, we are very excited about to show the world our campaign. Well, I think that in a short time, maybe in 1 or 2 months, the companies are very excited about do it in a short time, and I think that we have all the instruments that these things happen. So we are very happy to the behind the scenes work that the team is doing on that campaign.
That's great. I'm looking forward to having the campaign live, definitely. So one of the main benefits that we want to, offer or create with the lab is networking opportunities, both, within the team and internationally. So can you tell us a little bit about your experience, how this worked, and especially in the online context?
Yeah, well, I think that for me it was a very interesting work. I think that I learned a lot to think out of the box. You know, when you are very structured, you are part of an organization, and this type of labs open your mind, help you to have other tools to find different ways. When I think in the lab, I think that innovation is not only technology, it's other ways to think, other ways to learn, other ways to show the same products, but in a different way to find the customer necessities. And looking the customer as with another way.
So what do you take out of the lab personally, but also for your organization?
Well, I think that as a first experience, I think that the super is a big is a big step for the superintendents, and I think that the compromise will continue, and we are engaging in other projects. We'll be engaged in other projects that involves international project like that. So I think this is a very important success for the superintendency.
So I think we're approaching the end already. So
okay.
If we look at the last question, I think it would be nice if you could give some advice or something you would like to share with future lab candidates. What would you say to future lab candidates?
That, well, don't lose the opportunity to be part or take part of this project or the project that Access or Rios Partner present, because it's a very good experience, not only to learn, only to introduce change in the market, in the insurance market, and of course, it's a is a door that you can open to find solutions, to engage different stakeholders and work, as I said, in a moment, in a collaborative way with the market. Don't lose the experience of the lab.
Thank you so much, Natalia. It was a pleasure talking
Thank you,
with
Mariela. Thank you, IIS Access, Rios Partner, for this opportunity. We are very happy to be part of this. And of course, the idea is to continue working together in the future. So thank you so much. Well, you have the opportunity to talk with the rest of the Argentina team, but in name of the Argentina team, thank you so much for all your efforts and work in this very, very special situations that globally we are living. So thank you so much.
Well, thank you, and I wish the team a lot of success.
Yeah, thank you, Mariela. See you soon.
Bye-bye. I stop the recording.
Okay.